Good day, folks. How is everyone doing? I hope you are all absolutely fantastic, feeling groovy, realizing, of course, that the government really don't love you, and also realizing that pretty much everything you've been told since the day you were born is a lie. It is September the 15th of 2025, 7:11 p.m. Mr. Buzz coming to you from the heavily demon-infested province known as Ontario, Canada. If you enjoy the video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you'd like to support the channel, the information is in the description on how you do so. I use something called MoneyGram. I normally do give guitar lessons, no matter where you are in the world, through Google Meet. However, I am a little backed up right now, and I'm not taking on any new students at the moment, but I will be in future. So, excuse me. There was a comment today from somebody, one of my videos, that said, I am sinfully envious of people who can hear God. Now, it's actually my belief that everyone can hear God and that God is talking to everyone. It's just not everybody realizes it. Okay, you're going to see after this video that, well, I didn't understand. He was talking to me for years. I had no idea. There were certain ways I understood that he was speaking, but there was other ways he was doing it all the time, and I was missing it every time. It was going right over my head. I just thought it was a regular happenstance during the day, right? I didn't realize it was the Lord speaking. But after 10 years in isolation, I learned to listen to him because I started to notice, hold it now, whenever I do this thing, this happens. And I'd think back and go, yeah, the last time I did it, that same thing happened. Hold it now. The other time I did it, that happened too. Must be the Lord. And you piece it together after a while and you figure it out. So I've decided I'm going to do this video on the various ways that he speaks to me. And while it's going to be unique for each person, I don't think he speaks the same way to any two people. It's going to give you a pretty good idea of the kind of things he might do and the way you need to be mindful and pay attention in case he is speaking to you. So there's no need to ever be envious of it. Everybody can hear God. Everybody just hasn't learned to yet. And he speaks to everybody. I'm 100% sure of that. There's nobody he doesn't speak to. Just people haven't learned to listen necessarily yet. So I'm going to start with him cockroaching me. I get cockroached when I do something bad. Say I'm prideful or lustful or whatever. He will literally manifest one cockroach, and this could be in the middle of winter. I'm in Canada, and it's like minus 25 here all the time in the winter. He'll manifest one cockroach, which is something you're not going to see, right? You're not going to see bugs in a Canadian winter when it's minus 25. There's no bugs. There's no bugs all winter. Except in the dead of winter, sometimes I'll see one cockroach. And at first, it was just confusing to me. It's like, where did this thing come from? Is there a nest in here or something? Or what's going on? Nope. I'd done something wrong. I'd been prideful or lustful or disrespectful to him. Somehow, it was him speaking to me. He will literally manifest it, okay? It shows up out of thin air. He just makes it appear. And at first, it used to be, the very first time that I knew it was a sign from him, I was in the middle of making a video, and it showed up right here on the table beside me, okay? And there's a Bible here, and it went over to the Bible, and it crawled all over the Bible. I filmed it. I mean, literally, a cockroach shows up, goes right for the Bible, and walks around in circles. So when this happens, I need to repent instantly, but I need to figure out what I've done, okay? So I see the cockroach, I sit down, I close my eyes. The cockroach could be right there beside me still. At first, I was actually doing it different. I was taking that cockroach and getting rid of it, flushing down the toilet, because I get the heebie-jeebies with cockroaches. Really don't like them. So I would get rid of the cockroach, repent, and if I had it wrong, he would manifest another one instantly. And as soon as I was done repenting, if it was wrong, I'd open my eyes, nope, there's another one, same place. Wrong, got to repent for the right thing, right? So I got to figure it out. Sit here and try again. And as soon as I get it right, when I open my eyes, no more cockroach. That's it. Okay. Now it's even gotten a little more interesting because he's been doing it outside. So I sit on the porch a lot because it's good weather now. I'm sitting on the porch. He manifests a cockroach, and it will come right towards me and stop right in front of me. There it is. I'm like, oh, what have I done? Okay, got to think. The other day, I had to try 7 times before I got it right. And literally, I close my eyes. I repent. I open my eyes. Nope, it's still there. Repent for something else. Nope, still there. That's not my transgression. It was like the 7th time. Closed my eyes, repented. It was something I'd said in a video, actually, that one, I think. That was the video one. And I closed my eyes, repent, open my eyes, it's vanished. It's gone. Just vanishes into thin air. Done. Okay, so it turns out a whole bunch of people get cockroached. I'm not the only one. This is the way he talks to a lot of us. So that's the main way he speaks to me. But then there's another aspect to it. Sometimes he'll manifest the cockroach, and I have 2 cats. My male cat, I call him a furry anointed one because the Lord speaks to me through him. He has this, he sounds like a wild animal, or this weird howl that comes out of him. And when he does that, it's the Lord. So the Lord was manifesting cockroaches way in the other end of the house, in the living room where the cat hangs out most of the time. And I'd hear, and I'd have to go and see what's wrong. I'd walk in, look at the cat, and right beside him is the cockroach. He was getting my cat to let me know it was there. I'm telling you, that's exactly how he does it. So, I don't know, I've been cockroached more than I'd care to tell you, unfortunately. This has been going on at least a year or more, getting cockroached, okay? I have to tell you the one that just happened. This is what prompted me making this video. Was I was just on the way home, walking home from somewhere, and the Lord spoke to me in a brand new way. Here I am, about to go and do something that I thought the Lord would be okay with. And I walked by an apple tree, and as soon as I get beside the apple tree, I'm thinking, yeah, I'm going to go do that now. Whole bunch of apples fell to the ground off the tree. I'm like, whoa, okay, I'm sorry, I won't do that. I won't do that. I'm telling you, that's exactly what happened. It wasn't like 1 or 2 apples. It was a whole bunch of poof, down to the ground. There's apples all over the sidewalk. Whoa. That was the Lord. No, there's not a breath of wind out there, nothing. Still, 1 apple might fall from a tree. Even 2, maybe. The first one, makes some vibrations and the other one fall, but this was 9, 10 apples. Poof. They just plopped and bounced all over the place. I'm like, okay, I better not do that. So when I'm doing these calls, again, my cat, as soon as I start a call and I'm trying to give somebody some spiritual guidance, maybe get them to their breakthrough, help them figure out if there's demonic items in their house and stuff like that. He brings my cat in the vicinity somewhere. The Lord makes my cat come and sit close to me, which he does. And then I'll start the call and I'll start talking. And if I veer off course, my cat instantly starts making that sound. I'm like, okay, I'm sorry, Lord, sorry. I'll change course. I'll turn this way and let's go. And as soon as I get things back on track, cat quiets down. Just like that. That one took me a long time to figure out. I thought my cat was just trying to be annoying, trying to get my attention. It's the Lord making him do it to alert me. I call him my alarm now. He's my furry alarm, or I call him a furry anointed one, because the Lord's been using him to point out cockroaches and point out my wrong direction in my guidance with people for a long while now. It's been going on. It's just amazing, right? So another way, signs. Road signs, signs on stores, Signs in stores. This is my favorite one of all. Many of you who've been watching me for a long while, you'll remember I used to have a bad word in my intro. I didn't say from the heavily demon-infested province known as Ontario, Canada. I said from the communist S-hole known as Ontario, Canada. And I had that intro for a long, long time, and some people loved it. A lot of Christian people didn't like it at all, and they started to complain. So one day, I got a donation sent to me, and I'm down at the money place. I walk down, and no matter where I go, I am talking to the Lord the whole time. Okay, He's all there is to me for the most part. I just focus on Him now, and I'm quite happy to do that. So I'm down at the money place waiting in line, and we're talking about the intro. I'm like, Lord, get a lot of complaints about that intro. You want me to change that, don't you? He spun my head around, and on the bulletproof glass, which the employees are behind, the first thing it said was 0 tolerance for swearing. He spun my head right around and made me look at it. Okay, I'm going to go home. I'm going to change that intro right away and repent for having a bad word in my intro, because there's 0 tolerance for swearing, obviously. Another night, I'm out late at night. It's dark. I'm alone. There was demon-infested people chasing me everywhere. Me trying to be brave and not worry about the demon-infested people, which he wanted me to worry about them this night. He wasn't happy about me being out at all. Lord, you don't want me out here, do you? He sure did, and he spun my head around, and there was a cafe there I'd never seen called the Lay Low Cafe. Oh, you want me to lay low? He spun my head around, maybe look at it again. And I mean literally, he'll spin my head so I look right at whatever he wants. There's no way I could stop it if I wanted to. It's like an involuntary action. I spin. The Lay Low Cafe. Yet another one with the signs. It's a long story how I ended up with this ring, but I ended up with a ring that was cursed, and I brought it in the house, and he was very upset with me for doing it, and he let demonic activity happen. Like, well, okay, you want me to get rid of this thing. So I didn't know what to do with it, because I didn't want to have anybody else get a hold of it. It was literally a gold ring worth a whole lot of money, and it was cursed, and it had to go. So I said, Lord, I can't throw it in the garbage. Somebody could even find that in the dump. If it's really cursed as bad as I think this is, this has to go somewhere where no one will ever get it. So I'm walking downtown. I got it. Actually, no, I didn't have it in my pocket. I had it put somewhere because I didn't want to have it on me because it was cursed so bad. I had it hidden. I'm like, Lord, what do I do with this thing? Do you want me to take it to the lake? It's about a half-hour walk for me to walk down to the lake. So do you want me to take it to the lake and throw it in there? Spun my head around once. The first one, I think it was Harborfront Landscaping or something like that. Harborfront Realty was the first one. Then he spun my head the other way, Lake City Plaza. Then he spun it again, Oceanfront, whatever. It was harbor, lake, and ocean. And he spun my head 3 ways to see those 3 words. I'm like, I think I better walk to the lake right now. So I did. And I chucked that thing right out in the water. It was gone. A very valuable gold ring. I tossed it right out. It was cursed. Completely cursed. Somebody tells you an item can't be cursed, that's wrong. It can be. Definitely. It can be. I had an item that was very, very cursed. So that's what he did. Now, there's lots of other ways he might speak to somebody too. But that's some of the most common ways he'll speak to me. When they say the Lord gives you a sign, he literally gives me a sign. Okay, it's a sign on something. And I don't know how he does it, of course, because we don't know how the Lord does anything he does, but the timing is perfect. The question I ask will be asked right at the time that sign's around. So maybe he has a way to make me ask the question at that time, or I don't know. I don't know. But certain questions, my head will spin, and he shows me something. Oh, here's another one. The other day, I was getting out of the shower and getting ready to make videos. I had some stubble. I hadn't shaved in 3 days, something like that. But it wasn't that bad. My beard doesn't grow super fast, but in 3 days, you could see it. There was stubble there. Looking in the mirror, and combing my hair, and it's like, Lord, Doesn't matter if I shave today, does it? I know you want me to look okay making my videos, but it's only a little stubble. It's no problem. That's no problem, is it? He spun my head around and made me look at the box of razor blades that was sitting off to the side. Okay, I'll shave. I'll shave. So I did. These are the ways he might speak to you. There's also this strange knowing. And I mean this, you just know something. This one's the hardest to explain. It's this deep knowing. Knowing is the only word I can use. I said feeling one time, and the person said, no, it's not a feeling, because they had experienced the same thing. Knowing sounds more like it. So that's the word I've decided to describe it as. This really interesting, strange knowing that you can't even explain. Then we have dreams. My aunt's pump and her well and everything, she had no water. She had no water in her house, okay? And it was like, it was going to be 20 grand or something, $20,000 to fix everything. So I had a dream. I don't know why I had the dream. My aunt should have had the dream, I guess, but he gave it to me. I have this friend from the past named Grant. He was a real good friend of mine. Grant. Hadn't even thought of him for years. Had this really wild dream about him, very vivid. And in the dream, me and him both got a job working for the government. Government and Grant. Well, right after that, my aunt got a government grant that fixed her water. He gave me the dream so I could tell her about it, which I did. And when I told her what the dream was, she's like, that sounds like it's about a government grant. Yep, it sure was. These are the ways the Lord may speak to you. These are the ways. And there's others. But, I mean, that gives you a pretty good idea, excuse me, pretty good idea of the ways he may speak. And what you need to learn to do is pay attention and hear and feel and know. When he gives you that knowing, that's the most interesting one of all. I'll be sitting here, and when he does that to me, I'll just go, whoa, whoa, I heard that. I heard that. I didn't really hear it, but I know it. All of a sudden, I know it. That one's really hard to explain, hard to describe, but that's what he does. So I hope that's helpful. Don't be envious of those who can hear God. You can too. You just need to learn how. And if he hasn't isolated you yet, maybe he's not ready to train you yet. But he's likely going to, because he wants all of us to be able to hear him. And he'll usually teach you this in isolation. This is one of the reasons you should be grateful for isolation. Not mad at him, not sad, not anything. I mean, it's hard not to be, because isolation is tough. But this is why he's isolating you. To college you, teach you how to hear him. Once you learn how to hear him, it's a beautiful, divine thing, I promise. So pay attention, ask him for lessons in how to listen. He loves to teach, I promise. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you got anything out of that, give me a thumbs up, is all I ask. And I will see you all in the next one. Remember that Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life.